Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is KKai here, back again with a new episode of Epic 7 video. I apologize for the lack of update on the videos because I was super busy. But today I'm going to talk about Cerise, the limited hero currently on the banner. And hopefully I can give you an idea on whether or not you should pull for her. Because we do have a new hero upcoming in the future on the 27th, I believe, which is Piera, also a very powerful hero. So today I'm gonna mainly talk about Cerise, and let's just jump right into it. So let's get it out of the way. I think Cerise is worth pulling. Any limited hero, I think if you don't have it, at least pull one copy, right? Try to get one copy because it's super hard to get a limited hero once the banner is gone. Not to mention that Cerise is a super strong hero in the game. Even today, I believe this is the third time we have a Cerise banner. On the first time, I believe when Cerise was released, her kit wasn't that good, right? It was average, but later they buffed her and she became one of the best hero in the game for a long time. And now we have her banner the third time. In today's meta, I have to say that Cerise is not that overpowered as she used to be, because we do have a lot of overpowered hero get released recently, and also in the upcoming future. I think that's the trend for Epic 7 in general. Like every new hero is gonna be more overpowered, right? Stronger in general. But still, Cerise is a super strong hero. Not to mention that the artifact guiding light here. I think at least you need one copy. If you don't have the copy, you need to buy it from the powder shop, right, for 240 shards. Because this artifact allows your ranger to be hidden turn 1, which is super strong because it basically neglects any speed difference, right? So if you are slower, it doesn't matter because they cannot hit you unless they bring in AoE damage. And this guiding light artifact makes Landy, right, one of the best hero in the game for a long time, until recently a lot of counters got released. So let's take a detailed look at Cerise kit, right? Like my Cerise here. As you can see, I plus 15 my Cerise because I was using her a lot in the previous seasons. I think she's probably one of my most used hero in RTA and also in PvE content. And I triple S'd her and even put in some, the imprint, right, from the arena shop. Because I think she's just that strong and she fits really well in my playstyle. And S3, right, control and strip and restrict, slow debuff, and the granting invincibility to keep her surviving. And also this attack is ignore element disadvantage, so always attacks in the advantageous element, meaning that you're gonna hit the Rimuru, you're gonna hit like grass unit. S2 is a stun and unbuffable, super strong, and increase CR by 50%. Ignore effective resistance when you summon this. Really strong control skill. S1 is a dual attack, brings one of your ally, and also gives her combat readiness. So basically, Cerise has a lot of cycling going on with this control and the dual attack bringing out damage. And with this artifact, right, Misconfile, you're gonna be able to armor break because the S2 and S1 are all single target. I think this is probably one of the best artifacts for Cerise. You can also run like Curse Compass, right, to increase effectiveness, or even like Sachet for cleave setup. But nowadays, Cerise base speed is a little bit slow. I believe it's 122 base speed, and you're not gonna be able to outspeed a high speed unit like Assassin Seed, Ren, and the newest hero that's gonna be released next week, Piera, right? So I have mine built on a speedy control build with a 291 speed, some tankiness, and high effectiveness. Right? Cerise is just really strong in like a control setup when the opponent doesn't have a lot of strips and doesn't have a lot of like cleanse. The reason being that if the opponent has strips, right, your invisibility is gonna be gone, and then you're gonna dead, right? Gonna be dead, because you don't have survivability. And if the opponent has cleanse, then your slow debuff and all these debuffs are gonna get cleansed off, and it's not that good, right? You're only using the dual attack, which is not good, and I think Cerise dominate the PvP and PvE for a long time, like for at least the last 2 seasons. But right now, these days, like the main issue for using Cerise is that there are too many cleansers, right? Like a mediator Cowric and make Chloe and all that, and then Cerise doesn't bring a lot of value in the table, but I still feel like you should get at least one copy for Cerise because she's still a very strong PvE unit. For example, for this posters things, right? I use Cerise in my destructive giant, right? Like for example, let me show you the team. So basically, I use Cerise, Landy, Falcon Curry, and Tamarine. Very strong. Like in this setup, you can do a lot of damage in the boss, and also like for this one, right, Pain Pursuer. I also use Cerise because she brings out the debuff and the unbuffable, the armor break. Right, I'm using this team. Probably not the best, but it works fine. I think Cerise is a core here as well. And yeah, overall, I think she's just very strong, very solid. But definitely one of the better hero to have if you don't have her, especially if you're new. And other than that, I think Cerise fits well into a lot of the opener comp, right? If you want to play control, like Cerise, A Tywin, right? Cerise, like any debuffer, Fire Tenebria or something, you're gonna pick a Cerise there, to ensure the turn one strips, and she still remains one of the best strippers in the game because she has this ignore element disadvantage thing. So basically, it's like a guaranteed land on this, right? Cerise, the strips, right? Decrease buff duration by 1 turn. So yeah, I think that's my thoughts on Cerise. As for comparison, say if you only have limited bookmarks, should you pull Cerise or should you pull the newest hero Piera, right? That's gonna come out. It really depends on the stage of your game, and it depends on whether or not like you have Cerise already or not. I think the newest hero Pereira is more of a cleave or anti-cleave unit because she brings out the unbuffable and the attack buff, right? And also the Aureus effect for your entire team. But you can still miss on the grass unit because as her attack doesn't have element advantage. So I highly suggest to at least get one copy of Cerise if you have the resource, and not to mention that she's limited. Probably gonna take another year for her to come back. So that's all the time you guys stay. Hopefully this short little talk will help you get a view on whether or not you should put Cerise. And I will see you guys in my next video.